Alright, it's Volkus. Welcome to a brand new video now. Obviously from the title, this is the video that I mentioned last time, showing all the Spartans I haven't already covered. So this is all Spartans that aren't from Reach or 4 exclusively, except for a couple there at the back that I forgot to show in the last ones that I'm just going to quickly go over here. So I don't feel too good right now. We've been dusting stuff for nearly an hour and I've got a headache and my eyes hurt a little bit. And I'm really too hot, so I'm just going to go through this as quickly as I can. I'm not going to rush it or anything, don't worry, but I'm going to just not stick around too much. So let's just get this on the road. So first up here, these are actually some very old and nostalgic figures. And if you're a long-term collector, you've probably at least got one or two of these. These green were on Mark V Spartans, by the way, Mark IV or Mark V, depending what you think. But these guys are actually, this figure is not this exact one, but this figure is the first one that was ever made for Bloks Halo, because the first ever sets for Bloks Halo came out in 2009, which was around when Halo Wars released. They were obviously all based on Halo Wars, and it was just using these dark green armored Spartans with lightish gold visors. Now, obviously, one thing you might be wondering if you know about it is if I own the Spartan Tribute Pack. I do not. One way to tell the older figures that came way before that from the amount of black wash they have, the colours of their visors, but most importantly the colours of their jumpsuits. The older figures usually had grey. Now there are some exceptions to this rule, which I'll go over when I get to them, but usually the older ones have the grey jumpsuits and the newer ones have black jumpsuits. But again, there are some exceptions. So this first figure here is from he came in quite a few sets. I'll just list a few off the top of my head real quick. So there's the original UNSC Mongoose. There's the Series 1 packs of mystery packs, the first series of those. And there's the UNSC Turret, which was the first set ever. What else is there? It's kind of hard to remember, but I think most of mine were from, I have about 3 of the original Mongooses, and then I also have the UNSC Turret, so I think that's where most of these guys came from. So I'm just going to go with that for now, but they were pretty prevalent during the day that they were around. So yes, we have actually got 5 of these here, and these are all identical. So I'm not going to go into detail of each one. I'm just going to give you a quick show of them all. They're all the same. And they're really cool to have. And then we go to this one. This one's very special. He is quite rare, to be honest. Now, he does have a black jumpsuit. He only came in one set, and that is the Floodgate Anniversary set. And that's quite a rare set to have. So if you have that set, it's not like it's worth millions or anything. That would be dumb. I mean, it's just quite a rare set. Obviously, not only is it not in stores anymore, but it's kind of rare just in general, that set. So really nice set to have. This is kind of inspired by Chief, I think, this figure. It's not even a not Chief figure because it's just not, but you know, it's kind of inspired a bit by him. Alright, so, oh yeah, and if you didn't know, Floodgate is a mission in Halo 3, so that's why a lot of people are thinking that. Very nice Spartan. And then moving on to these 3, these are all original grey jumpsuited Spartans, and these are all from the Arctic Warthog set, the one that came with the white Warthog, Rocket Hog from Halo Wars style, and the Ghost. Not the snowbound one, this is the original one from about 2010 or 11. Not to be confused with the snowbound one, those are here. Yeah, so yeah, these 3 are all from that set. The 4th one is somewhere, I don't know, but right. So then we move on to yellow Spartans, and I have a lot of these. Now these came from Pelicans. Now you might be thinking, Jesus Christ, he has how many Pelicans? Well, yeah, I do. I have 3, but the thing is, only one of them is currently built. The other 2 are in bags, and it's a bit of a sticky situation with the vehicles, but all the figures, basically I bought this eBay haul with a load of sets, massive haul. All the sets are broken up and half of them are missing parts, I think, so that's a bit of a sticky situation. But all the figures that should be there, I believe, are there. There's maybe 1 or 2 missing, but none of the really important ones, so all the figures are fine. So this is the first yellow Spartan here. and it's quite convenient because all the others are completely identical in every way. But yeah, as I say, this comes in the Pelican from 2010, the dropship, not to be confused with the 2013 gunship, or the New Mombasa one from 2015. The original Pelican is where you get that guy from, and you get 2 in that set. Some lucky people apparently got 4, but I've got 2 in every single one. So there's 5 more here, so I have 6 of those in total. Absolute ton of them. And then we move on to the red Spartans. Only 2 of these that I have. One of them has a grey jumpsuit, and he is from the Series 2 mystery packs. Another way to get him is from the original Scorpion. But then this one here has a black jumpsuit, and I actually can't remember where it came from. So if you guys know where a red Mark 4 or 5 original Spartan design with a black jumpsuit came from, be sure to tell me in the comments, because I actually can't remember now. So I might put it in the description if I do remember, but I don't right now. So we're moving on to orange Spartans. Now this is actually the Spartan that I have the most of out of all of these. He's from Series 3 mystery packs. One of them has a black jumpsuit. He is from the orange combat unit. And then another random one with a grey jumpsuit. One of them, he's identical to all the others, but he's from the Brew Prowler. Actually, no, 2 of them are from the Brew Prowlers. And then all the others are from mystery packs. And obviously they were commons. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. So that's an absolute ton of those. But here's what they look like. Just orange armour, goldish visor, and the grey jumpsuit. And then that one at the end has a black jumpsuit. But before we move on from those guys, see, this is the row we're on right now here. I just want to show you these. Right, so just position it a bit better here. So as you can see, right in front of the camera, we have this one here. Oops, sorry, just knocked over. This one here is one of my worst decisions ever. I tried to paint Spartan gold with this window paint stuff that I found. The first worst part about him is it looks so sloppy and awfully done. But by far the worst thing about him is that I only painted the front gold. The back is normal orange. It looks so horrible. This one here is much better. Sorry about that. Just got a battery warning. Still a bit crap, but much better. This guy is a custom figure I called Sweet 16. I don't know why I call him that, but you know, I doodled a 16 on his torso, painted his helmet red and to a black stripe, and did some random custom detailing. Still kind of bad, but much, much better than this. This is so bad. If there was one Halo custom that I've ever made that I wish I could reverse, it's definitely this one. Jesus. I mean, a gold Spartan wouldn't even be that. It would kind of look cool if I'd actually done it well, but it failed so hard. Right, so those are the orange Spartans now. Yeah, the one on the very end is the one with the black jumpsuit, so that'll be this guy here. So now moving on to blue Spartans, we have 2 of those. This one here with a ton of black wash right here is the much older one with the grey jumpsuit as well. He is from sort of weird Battle Unit 2 or something. It's this big flat box set with just figures. It's the one that came with copper elite miners as well in the original design. Never seen those anywhere else, so that's why you get those as well. So it's that set, and then this guy, yeah, he did come with other ones, but this guy, sorry, I keep forgetting that the camera's not always looking around. This guy right here is just plain blue as well, but I can't remember where he's from. So again, if I don't know where he's from. He doesn't have anywhere near as much black wash as this one. Then this one right here is purple. He is from the Series 2 mystery packs. This is one of the exceptions to that rule that the old figures all have grey jumpsuits, because that red one there is from the same series, but he has a grey jumpsuit. He has a black jumpsuit, but he still has a ton of black wash, which is one way you can tell as well. But yeah, I think they just gave him a black jumpsuit because they wanted to make him a bit different and more special from the other ones, because he was a rare figure. Sorry, I think the dust has gotten in my throat a bit, but you know. Right, so moving the camera up a bit. Yeah, I don't think there's been another Spartan purple one between this and that tribute pack thing. Right, so these 2 are the snowbound ones. If I just lift this one up here, you can see they have the snowbound effect on the legs. And those are both from the snowbound Arctic Warthog set, which is basically the original Arctic Warthog set, but with these guys instead of white ones like these. and he came with a new design Elite Minor on a Ghost. So yeah, clearly just a remake, but it's a remake of a good set, and it comes with new figures. So what's there to complain about? Nothing really. Right, sorry about this camera stuff, guys. Right, moving on to the next row. We have we've finally finished with the Mark 4 or 5s, whatever you want to call them. So now we're moving on to CQBs. So first up, we have this light blue one at the front here, and he is the rare, one of the 2 rares from Series 3 of the Mystery Packs. He's an old figure for me. I've had him for ages. He's one of my favourites. Now I have this one here. This is an orange one, another one of my favourites who I've had for ages. And he was from pretty much my first ever big set, Butcher's Battlescape. You might not consider that a big set, but in terms of physical size, it's quite big. And I got it when I was really pretty young, back in 2010 when it was coming out. So happy to get it. But yeah, great figure there. And then next up, we have the Steel CQB from a little weapons pack thing. So those are the 3 that I've had for absolutely ages. And then we move on to another one. So this red one, oops, alright, I can't be bothered to put you back, so just leave him there like that. I'll just remove him if he falls over. But that red one there, I've had him, I don't remember where I got him from at all, but it wasn't from the original set. That's all I remember. I think I got him out of that eBay haul or something. I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm happy to have him because he was one that I wanted for a little while actually. So moving up again, we have this little duo here of blue CQBs. Not sure where either of them came from, but I think they came from a Mystery Pack series. Right, so then we move on to these 2 here, and these 2 are black, and they are from, I believe it is series